Hey everybody, welcome to tonight's Team Connect. It is January 21st, and I'm so excited to be with everybody. I hope this is a super helpful call because we're going to go over just how to find information. We have so many new people, but even the people who aren't new are just having trouble trying to siphon through all this information. It's so interesting. When I first started Arbonne, there was literally one conference call a week and one meeting a month. And then we would get like cassette tapes in the mail that we could listen to, one a month we could listen to for that month. And now it's like we're drowning in information. We can't even like figure out what's what. So I hope this is helpful tonight to just sort through our resources and also just a few tips on social media that I've learned recently and really want to implement with everyone. And then I want to go over this checklist that Laura's been helping me with. Just, I don't know about you, but sometimes in the morning, sometimes it's just like, whoa, what am I supposed to be focusing on? And so just to have some order in my day and week and a monthly goal and just something that's all in one place to keep me organized. So that's what we're going to go over. And then also just the whole, January is such a special month because our promotion to district manager is basically half off. It's on sale. So I just want to, again, bring that to everyone's attention because this is a really special moment in Arbonne history that I want to make sure we grab a hold of. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen. I want to just go over some of the resources, okay? And please stop me if you, let's see here. Sorry, I don't know why my screen looks weird. Oh, here, this is where I want to go. Okay, so this is our Arbonne Dream Team Facebook page. Can everyone see that okay? So this is our region. This is our team. There's really, there's 99 people in this team page. So it's more intimate. This is where you can, ask questions like, I reached out to this person and this was their response. What do I say? Or where do I find the ingredients for the body cleanse? Or, can a pregnant person use the protein or whatever? Just go ahead and put questions. This is our team page. And I try to keep this as a place for like resources too, so you can find things. So for example, there's this pinned post and it's under announcements. So if you were looking in your phone, it would be under announcements. I just learned that. It's not called a pinned post in your phone screen. Click on announcements and you'll be able to see this pinned post. And pinned meaning it doesn't get lost in the shuffle. It always stays at the top. And within this pinned post is a lot. There's this is our team website, is borntowinNation.com, which we're going to go into and look at. If you want to hear some trainings, Annette and Rochelle and Jill, this is a great place to go to listen to Arbonne specific trainings. I listen to these literally every day because they just feed my mind and they help me understand this whole world of Arbonne. So if you go to soundcloud.com on your PC or your whatever device, and then type ENVP Donna Johnson into the search bar, you'll hear there's just, years worth of weekly trainings in there from Arbonne NVPs. So I highly recommend, using that. Then we have our Zoom link for Wednesday mornings at 6:30 in the morning. We have our Nation team call. And again, it's just such a great way to start your day. At first, I was a little like, oh, that seems early, but actually I'm so energized on Wednesday mornings after this call. It's just such a special time together. And then here's my Zoom link information. Here's some videos that I share frequently. So if you're talking to someone and they say, yeah, I would like to hear more, you can send them any of these videos. Some of my favorites for sharing are I love the Dr. Deanna Osborne video that talks about the 30 days to healthy living. So basically, you guys, we don't have to know everything. We just have to know how to find our resources to share. So this is how it's like third-party validation. Let me just let the doctor tell you about Arbonne, and then I don't have to know everything. Or Dr. Tanda Cook is really awesome too. The Opportunity and Discover Arbonne videos are more about the business. There's one from a man, Chris Weilert, which is hilarious because he was super skeptical and just how he came around. Anyway, oh my goodness, there's so much in here. I just want you to see. There's a bunch of, let's go area calls just on promoting verbiage. This is text verbiage for people asking about the business or the 30 Days to Healthy Living. Ways you can talk to people. So anyway, I just want you to know that that's there. I'm not going to go over every detail in there, but if you're looking for a quick video to send, it's hidden in this pinned post or in the announcements, okay? In our team page, Arbonne Dream Team. And then say someone was asking, if someone says, why do we have sugar in our ingredients when sugar isn't good for us or whatever? So I would go to this little search bar in our team page and see if someone else had asked that before. So I type in sugar, and then you'll see how some things about, some posts about sugar were in here. This one's a really good one. And, it gives you like a PDF or a little PDF thing that you could share with someone talking about, the difference between the raw cane sugar, versus refined sugar, and how sugar cane is actually low on the glycemic index, that it has a bunch of nutrients and minerals in it. And it's actually, there's a lot of health benefits. So that's why we use raw sugar cane instead of refined sugar. And then that's something that you can, have a way to answer that question. So anyway, use the search bar in Arbonne Dream Team. If someone who is asking about a testimony, someone who has fibromyalgia, you could type that into the search bar. If you don't see it in the search bar, just ask the question in the group and we'll get you a testimony. Okay, I just wanted you to know how to use our team page. And please, it's for our team. So I want to hear your voice. We're all part of this team. So please feel free to make it your own, post a picture or share your wins, share your questions, whatever you need. This is our team page to gather that support that you need. So I wanted to show you our website. So this is our website, and this is where you can find tools for building your business. So for example, first of all, the password for the consultant resources is consultant, all lowercase. The password for the clean eating portion is pumpkin, all lowercase. I don't know why there's two different passwords, but there are. So I'm just glad someone else made the website and I didn't have to. So I'm just happy to ride along. But yes, our upline, Kathy Ray and Carol Bodell, we all contribute and help to update this website. So I'm typing in consultant. And so there's the getting started guide, which is super important. If you haven't looked at this, Annette and Jill, I would highly recommend going through this and filling it out, printing it out, filling it out, and just, being really familiar with it so that you can show other people. The 40 Faces, this is basically our success plan is to talk to 40 new people each month and, share the products and the business and give them the opportunity to decide if they'd like to be a preferred client or consultant. So, there's a lot in here. Your 60-second story, that's super important. Like when someone asks you, so what do you do? Or what is Arbonne? Or why are you into this? It took me a long time actually to be able to speak to what Arbonne is. I was just like a deer in the headlights. I have a nursing background. So someone would ask me, what's Arbonne? I'm like, Swiss skincare. And you can tell they're just closed off. They're not even interested. So this helps. This training helps to just be able to speak as to what Arbonne is when someone asks you what it's all about. Now if someone asks me what's Arbonne, I'm like, oh my goodness, Arbonne has changed my life. It is the best gig around. It's so exciting, and just like, I haven't really said any details, but I'm so excited they want to know more. I create intrigue now when someone asks me. All right, so get to district manager. That's another good one to look at, or consultant and bonus program. Those are all good things to look at. Here's a bunch of, books that we recommend, like a bunch. Wow. There's a bunch on there I haven't even read. I need to go through that. So how Arbonne works, a lot of videos in here talking about the products too. So yeah, I highly recommend going through these tabs and just getting really familiar with the resources that we have. This is a really nice website. So consultant resources. Oh my goodness. How to have a successful one-on-one. That's good. How to sign up your new consultant. That's helpful. All of these, oh my goodness. This Be in the Know guide for January. That's everything that's going on in Arbonne. That's so cool that Kathy updated that. How sweet. RE9 Marketplace cost comparison. The 30 days to healthy living cost breakdown. The ASVP prices for consultants and PCs, those are all updated. The new free gift list. Basically, anything you're looking for is in this website. So, yeah, just have a look through all of this. There's so much in here. I use this as Arbonne for You sheet all the time. I wanted to find, let's see here, opportunity packet instructions. Oh, I was looking for my notebook one. Nutrition sample pack instructions, training calls. Oh, this is good. Let's go district. If you guys are interested, there's some calls specifically about becoming a district manager. Do you want to become an area manager? Here's some calls about that. If you haven't listened to them, I've listened to them. They're amazing. And I listen to them over and over. This is all just great information for all of us. And then in the sharing Arbonne, so this is super important too. So say you have some people you want to talk to about Arbonne, what do? Well, here's our, so it says launches and get-togethers. So this is what I share frequently. This is like a PowerPoint kind of a thing. So it has slides and pictures. You just are basically reading through it and sharing Arbonne that way. Or you could, this is something you could print and just have a piece of paper that you're reading. So either way, like, you don't have to carry anything around. You could take your phone even and just open up this borntowinnation.com website, password consultant, and go into this sharing Arbonne tab and click on this presentation, and you can go through it on whatever device you have. I've done it at Starbucks, wherever, and just been able to share Arbonne that easily with someone. And then there's the healthy living tab, which, you can use for people who are not on Facebook and not able to get into our 30 Days to Healthy Living group. All right, so go ahead and check out our website. It's amazing. And then I wanted to show you the Arbonne website and just how to find stuff in here, because I know I'm the same way. It just took me a little while. Now I know how to navigate it, but when I was new, I'm like, what is all of this? So the ways I get asked a lot, how do I find, how do I look at my team and what my team's doing? So I would go into my team, and then, because a lot of people are looking, I just have to show you this. A lot of people are looking at this and they think that's their team volume. That's just your personal volume. And PQV, personal volume, is your order plus preferred client orders. So that doesn't count all of your consultants and the rest of your team. Where do you find that? You would go under my team, and then team reports. And so every time you click on this little plus beside your name, you get another drop down. So here are our district managers in our area. And then if I want to go a little further and see the consultants under me, I just click that plus again. These are all my consultants. Then if I want to see my PCs, I do another click. These are my PCs. So it's like you have all these little areas to see your team, and you might not have people under you right now, or not that many, and it's okay. Yours is going to build over time, and that's great. That's where we all start. So, but I just wanted you to see this. This is where you find your team, is just clicking on that little plus sign next to your name. Does that make sense to everybody? And then, let's see here. Oh, I wanted to show you too where to find your paycheck. Would that be good to know? So there's a couple places. I'll show you this place. Let's see here. Success line. So if you go under me and then success line details, this is a way to get in and see your paycheck. So I'm going to say detailed commission. So this is, then you click here to get your date. Which paycheck do we want to see? Do we want to see December, or do you want to see January, even though it's not quite finished? So let's look at December. And then you would click view report. So this is tiny, sorry, hard to see, but it's cool because it's set, like, these are my preferred client orders. Okay, so we earn, as consultants, we earn 15%. The commission earned 15% of those orders. So I earned $276 last month from preferred client commissions. And at first, when you're first building, this is the big part of your check, is the client commissions. As you start to grow a team, the overrides are going to be the bigger part of your check. Okay, so you have your central district override. This is your personal business, like your personal consultants that you're bringing on board and who are ordering. So my personal district was 516. First generation district is like Laura and Lynn, who've already promoted out of my district. They have their own districts. So this is like people that have already promoted out, but I'm still earning. Isn't that cool? So I earn 8% on my own district and 8% on my districts that I've personally sponsored and promoted out. It's so cool. Arbonne is super generous. And you guys, we can have as many district managers as we want. There's endless. And ooh, I don't know. Oh, I can't see. Who's writing that? Oh, is it too tiny? Well, okay. So anyway, we'll go over this another time. How about that? But I just wanted you to see where to find your paycheck. Oop, no, I don't know how to get back. Here we go. I don't know who wrote that. That's funny though. I love it. Okay. So another thing in your personal website is the source. So under resources, there's the source. Okay. And this is like Google for Arbonne. So this is like if you wanted to type in ingredients or something, you can do that. I like to look on this every month and just see, news and updates, new incentives and programs. I always like to, look here because everything keeps changing every month, doesn't it? So this is where you find out what's new. So January at a glance, these are all, everything that's new. We have the reduced qualifications, we have consultant perks in every $300 order now. It's so cool. We have the birthday gifts that are coming out in your birthday month. So a new free gift list, all this stuff. So this is where you can find everything that's new and all the news in Arbonne. And then also there's this awesome digital toolkit for sharing images on social media. There's tons of training, live Arbonne broadcasts. Oh my goodness, there's so much in here. So I just want you to know where that is so that you can get familiar. And then, oh my goodness, I wanted to show you, well, here, let's stop share for a second, and then I'm going to go back. We'll come back to this. So let me stop share and just touch base with everyone. How are you? Are you okay? Everybody, was that helpful just to navigate around through all of our resources? I hope so. Do you have questions? Yeah, go ahead, Laura. Can you, yeah.
Yep. So when do they post the new incentives and programs for the following months? Because I'm thinking we could add that to our sheet, and then the last week of every month we could prepare a post to go out.
Yeah, so they don't do anything for the next month till the next month. So like January 1st is when we all learned everything.
That's when it'll appear. Okay, so we could even put on our little sheet like January.
Check in. Yeah, that's a good one.
Right?
Yeah.
To check the incentives and post it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And you guys, I encourage you, if you don't see me on the first of the month posting what's new and you see it, post it in our group because I want you to see it before me. That'd be great. I can learn from you. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, please jump on that. If you see something and you think the team would like to know, definitely share that. I encourage you to. So, okay, so let's go back. Really quick, I want to share a couple tips for social media that I just learned and I'm going to personally implement, and I wanted to share with you too because I think it's going to make a big difference in the engagement factor. I know for me, like when I look back at who is liking my posts and like my most popular posts, they're really the more personal ones, you know, like when I'm talking about my sister or my dog gets lots of likes too if I post something about my dog. But anyway, it's just interesting. And then if I post something about Arbonne, there's like 7 Arbonne people that like it, but that's it. Otherwise, my dog would get 200 likes. You know what I mean? So I'm like, what is going on? So in other words, and I just believe this to be true, you know, in the United States today, in this day and age, we're just bombarded by all of these advertisements. You know, you can't look up a YouTube video without waiting for the advertisement. You know, there's billboards everywhere. There's advertisements going across your screen, scrolling Facebook or whatever. There's just advertisements on TV and everything. So it's almost like when we're talking about Arbonne on social media, it's like another advertisement and people shut down and they just keep moving. So how can we get people to stop and pay attention? So this is the advice that I just heard and I thought it was brilliant and I want to share it with you. They said, share your feelings on social media, like how you're feeling, like, oh my goodness, I'm feeling so much more energy. I'm sleeping better. I'm waking up without bags under my eyes. My pants are looser. I am so excited for 2019. Yes. That's it. You don't even have to say anything else. And then people will be like, what is going on with you? What are you doing? You know, you want to create intrigue, right? Or you could say something like, I'm so excited. I got a paycheck from my side hustle today. It brings me to tears because it's just helping fill in the gaps in every way in my family. It's something I prayed for and it's just super exciting. You know, something. And then people are like, wait a minute, what are you doing? You know? So, or I've gone 2 weeks without coffee and holy cow, I don't have a headache. I'm waking up refreshed. It's a whole new me. And then that's it. Don't say anything else, just how you feel. And I was like, wow, because that's what people relate to. People can't relate to Arbonne. They don't know what it is. So they shut it down, you know, but they can relate to how you feel. So you could say something like, you know, I'm so sick of feeling sick and tired. And I finally decided to do something. And, you know, I'm doing this clean eating thing. I thought it was crazy at first, but I am feeling 1,000% better. And it's so exciting to know that something works, you know, just something to that effect. And I just wanted to leave you. You're going to say it way better than I just said it, but just share your authentic feelings. And I just want to try it. Like, let's see if that'll shift the tide in the way that we're getting engagement and the way people respond. But I just thought that is so true. People don't relate to Arbonne because they don't know about it, but people do relate to how you feel. And so and when you're stating how you feel, or even like a cause, you know, you could say something like, I'm so sick and tired of all these companies doing animal cruelty, you know, testing on animals. I don't even understand it. It doesn't make sense. If it's not safe enough for humans, why are we torturing animals? like just say it's not safe then you're going to enroll other people with your shared values, right? And they're, once they start to say, yeah, I totally, I'm with you on that. I shop for cruelty-free companies too. Then you can private message them and say, oh my gosh, you have to hear about Arbonne. It's the longest standing cruelty-free company. You will love it. If you're interested, I'll send you more information. But you're looking for people that you have similar values with. Or let me see, what else? You could say something about, genetically modified food. Like I put a post today that's getting a lot of engagement about GMOs, and people are commenting and sharing my post and stuff that I never even knew were into this. I didn't know that they felt so passionate. I'm going to go back and say, oh my goodness, I didn't know that you were so passionate about GMOs. If you're interested, I'm happy to share this amazing company that I'm aligned with. Maybe you could find value in it too. But you know what I mean? We're always looking for people with similar values as us. So if we're sharing our feelings, we're going to find that, or sharing what we're passionate about, or a mission, or for me, like I share a lot about cancer rates and how they're multiplying. They're not getting any better, and I just want to live in a world where we're sharing recipes instead of diagnoses. And it makes me so proud, to be part of this plan and this mission, this health movement of, creating lifestyles where we're sharing recipes instead of diagnoses. So, you're going to find people with those same values when you talk about that. So I just wanted to put that out for us to trial and just see how our social media connections develop. You know what? Let's see here. So I wanted to share screen again, and maybe Laura, you can help me talk about the checklist we were working on. And this is just, this is something that can evolve. We can edit and add to it and whatever we want. So on the front side of this document, and hopefully we'll make it into a PDF, but the front side is kind of like your dailies, and then your weeklies and your monthlies. And on the back side would be the 40 faces sheet, where you could fill in the names of each person that you shared Arbonne with, so you can keep track of that. So the first task each day would be to add 2 names. And so what I mean by that is we're always looking for new people, right? And we definitely want to get out of our warm market as quickly as we can. So something that I've been doing is, how on social media, it'll suggest friends to you, because you might have mutual friends, but you don't know, like Laura and I are friends, but then, Valerie will pop up because she's friends with Laura too. And then Facebook is suggesting that I become friends with Valerie. I don't know Valerie, but I'm going to look at Valerie's profile and see, oh my goodness, she's a yoga instructor. She's vegetarian. She loves animals. Already I know she's aligning with my values, right? And so I might send a little friend request to Valerie and just see what happens. She could ignore it or she could friend me. If she friends me, I'm going to start just kind of checking her out. Maybe I'll say something on her post, like, oh my goodness, your kid is so adorable. Oh my goodness, I have the same dog, whatever, and then like in a week or two, I'll send her a little message about Arbonne, but it's like a way to just start adding some people. At least I'm finding it's a way for me to add people to my name list that I don't know personally, but at least we have some connections in common. And of course, go through and make sure they're not already Arbonne consultants, because that's a little awkward if you're prospecting another, Arbonne consultant. So then the next task, is booking 2 appointments. Like today, I reached out to a lady and asked her if she could host an Arbonne presentation this month. She said, she gave me all these reasons, blah, blah, blah. They're out of town this weekend, this and that. so I asked if she could do an online event. And so then she's like, oh, what is that? And so now we're going to do an online event. And then I reached out to another friend and gave her a few dates because we're going to do an event together. And then I decided to host one on Sunday. So it's like I'm trying always every day to book some events or book, a time to talk to someone about the business. I also, messaged someone today who used to be a consultant and just said I was still thinking about her, and I didn't know if Arbonne was on her radar at all, but, I was still thinking about her, and if anything had changed, I still think she would be amazing at this. So yeah, so that could be a follow-up, just following up with people that you've reached out to, before, and maybe something has changed in their life, or maybe they ignored you the first 5 times. We're finding in follow-ups that it takes 5 to 12 touches before someone makes a decision. So just because you reach out once, that's, almost just expect that they're not going to do anything. It takes 5 to 12 exposures before someone is like, oh, wait, what is she saying? So, we all are busy. It's okay. So just give everyone grace and just keep following up. These young millennials who are doing so well in Arbonne literally follow up with people like 30 times. I'm like, whoa. I don't know if I've ever done that, but I might now. And then, 5 minutes of learning on the source, on the SoundClouds, all of that. Just keep plugging in so that you know where to find things. Track your QV. This is huge. What you track is what's going to grow and what you're paying attention to, right? So if you are looking for a promotion, know what it takes, and you can go to the source and go to Success Plan and Success Plan. I think so. I think that's what it's called in the source, and figure out, what it takes to promote to district, what it takes to promote to area, and then track your QV. Social media posts, so this is another thing that I learned about social media is to post consistently. And this is something, I post every now and then, but I haven't been like super intentional and super consistent. And so I've just made a decision to be more consistent, more intentional. And just, again, you can use social media as a platform for good, and really think of it as we're ambassadors for this brand called Arbonne, which represents health and wellness. It represents freedom. It represents, hope. It represents just fun. So think about that. Think about ways to represent the brand. Obviously post your family and, what you're up to, and your dogs and your kids and whatever. Post positive quotes, recipes from, that would fit the clean eating, the health articles, testimonials. That's huge. And do one overt ask every week to join the 30 Days to Healthy Living group. Okay. So it's like you're in front of people more often, and you're adding value. And so you want to add value to their life before you ask for something. So that's another thing I've learned about social media, and something I'm being more intentional about is to put good information out there. And then I don't feel like I'm being pushy or anything by asking, because it's like I've given them so much. Okay, now I'm going to ask, do you want to be part of this? I'm looking for people to join me to, who wants to get healthy. And here's the deal. Hold it in your head. Everybody is looking to feel better, look better, have more energy, have a bigger bank account. So just hold that in your head. Everyone's looking for what we have. We just need to, make it attractive and create this intrigue. So listen to, we have a Team Voxer group. If you're not in it, Rochelle, are you in our Voxer group? I can't remember. But if not, we have guest speakers every Tuesday. And it's amazing, you guys. It helps to build belief, because these are people from all different walks of life. We have a very special guest on tomorrow. I cannot wait. I had a great conversation with her today. You just don't want to miss it. So get in our Voxer group. Whoever your sponsor is can help you get in that. And then also those SoundCloud, trainings that I pointed out. Those are great too to plug into. And this is something that we're talking about. It's not up and running yet, but we're going to leave it on here because we're going to get it up and running. So I wanted to just create a couple, like 2 team events or maybe weekly. We'll have to talk about this. But anyway, we're going to have events going on every month. So, you know, whether I'm sharing the 30 Days to Healthy Living, or Laura's sharing about the business, or Lynn's sharing, you know, 5 different ways to use your protein powder, or someone's sharing about essential oils or whatever, just so that we have live events going on on a consistent routine basis that we can invite our new guests to. So that's something we're going to get up and going and implementing. It's cold, it's winter. People generally just want to do stuff online. So that's a nice, you know, rhythm to get into, is just inviting people to events that are going on. And then to do 1 live video weekly from your personal Facebook page. I think, again, that's super important, just so people can see your excitement. It doesn't have to be perfect. It just has to be fun and you know, it can be funny. Just laugh at yourself. It's all good. It can be you know, making protein bars, or making your smoothie, or taking your fizz, or taking your Digestion Plus, or talking about, you know, pH balance, or talking about how you used to drink coffee and now you have fizz in the morning, or a tizzy, or, you know, whatever. It could be anything, like showing your skincare routine or your makeup routine. There's so many endless possibilities for a Facebook Live video. And it could be 1 minute, it could be 10 minutes, it doesn't matter. You could do it with a friend and do a testimony or something. So that's what Lynn and Sherry and I did last week, is just why are 3 different people from 3 different backgrounds choosing Arbonne, and why it makes sense to us. So that's the weekly. And then the monthly is to do 4 group presentations, asking someone else to host. And I was really thinking about it. You know, that's something that's happening in our team. We're doing a lot of reach outs, but we're not doing a lot of like group events. And here's the thing about group presentations. That's the fastest way to get out of your warm market, okay, and be connected to other networks. So if you think about it, like say, you know, Laura hosted for me, then I can meet Laura's friends, and it might be one of Laura's friends who hosts for Laura. You know, Laura's friend Susie has her own Arbonne event, and Susie's neighbor comes, and that's the one that ends up joining your team. Does that make sense? It might be several people away from you that end up like rocking it out. So what I'm trying to say is sometimes the people close to us aren't the ones that jump in. It's the people, you know, 3 or 4 out that we've never met before that end up being part of our business. So that's the best way, group events, to find new networks to tap into. And then so between, you know, booking appointments, adding names to our list, and doing one-on-ones and group presentations, we're going to add up to 40 new faces each month. And it could be, you know, from these invites too, to listen to a Discover Arbonne talking about business products and how to be part of Arbonne. And then we want to make it a monthly goal to have 10 people in the 30 Days to Healthy Living clean eating group. So right now we're starting to promote the February group. And it's just a good rule of thumb to have 10 people in it. These are your potential next business partners, because they're going to come out of that with a testimony, right? And so the people with testimonies who are excited, those are the ones that are going to be your best potential business builders and partners. So what do you think of that? I'd love to hear your feedback. Do you think that's something that you would use or get excited about? Just a way to kind of track and stay focused? Oh, wait, I can't hear you, Lynn. Shoot. Can you type it? I could lip read. Or what do you think, Rochelle? Here, I'll unmute you. Rochelle?
Yes, honey.
Did you like that checklist, or do you have any?
I do. And you know what? I want to, I texted you and Lynn today too, to see if I'd like to get like a little group together. But you said you had something going on Sunday, right? This Sunday?
No, I could do a group event Sunday.
Okay. Friday or Sunday? What's good for you?
Well, I was planning on Sunday already. So
okay.
Let's do something Sunday.
Now, is it going to be on like at a house, or is it going to be on?
Well, I was going to open my house for it.
Okay. I mean, cause I have a list of like, probably like about 15 girls. And what I was going to do is, and like you said, it's like, I don't want to, like with Annette, you know what I mean? It's like, I don't want to go, here, I want to show you about Arbonne, because right away people are like, well, you know, I'm busy, and, you know, and that's not, I mean, I'm excited because I feel better. So I'm figuring if I feel better,
so start with that.
I want someone else to feel better. You know what I mean? And if you join them, that's amazing. And if you, but I want, you know, I don't want them to think I'm being sneaky and going, oh, she just wanted me to come over to, you know what I mean?
So start with how you feel. Like, you know, Annette, you're going to think I'm the craziest lady, but I'm telling you, this has changed my life. I feel 1,000 times better than I did several months ago. And I want you to feel good too. You have to hear this.
Right.
You know,
and that's what she did. And she's here. So I feel like I need to give her more information and keep her, you know what I mean? And so I want to.
And just let people off the hook. If they're like, me, then say, you know what, there's no obligation. I just want you to come and hear about it. If it's not for you, I totally respect that. But maybe you know someone, you know.
Because I sit there and I think at night and I'm like, you know what, honestly, like if you ask your first question, you know, who feels amazing in this group? No one's going to raise their hand. You know what I mean? Or who's ready for spring break and go to a bathing suit? Or, you know, I don't know. I just feel like there's so many people out there that I talk to that have the same complaint and feel the same shitty way. And I don't know, since I feel so good, I just, you know, I want to bring it out there like I did with Annette. I'm like, you got to try this. My stomach is amazing, you know? And so, yeah, I mean, I want to
start with how you feel. You can't go wrong, you know?
Okay.
And then the people who are like, oh, I'm busy, I'm out of town, I have company, blah, 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 just say, okay, I know Sunday doesn't work for you. What day would?
Okay.
I did that build into region. I did something every Tuesday at my house, Tuesdays with Tammy. And then if people couldn't come, I'd say, oh, I'm having another one next Tuesday. Oh, how about the next Tuesday? Oh, how about the next Tuesday doesn't work? What day would?
Right.
Like I was relentless.
Yeah, I just want people to feel good. You know, that's my main goal, is to help them feel good, you know?
And so even if you're going to meet with someone one-on-one who can't come on Sunday, that's perfect. Set up a time to talk to them one-on-one.
Okay.
You know? Yeah.
Okay.
Yay! I'm excited. Let's plan it.
What, yeah. So, I mean, you want to do that later, or you want to, I mean, we can plan.
Yeah. I'll message you. Yeah.
Okay.
We were talking about it. Maybe 3:30. Would that be good?
On Sunday?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, we'll figure. Annette, will that work for you? So yeah, I'll just get a bunch of girls and see what they say, and then either I can do it at my house or your house or whatever.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So. Yes. I'm happy to do it. Either way, whatever you want.
Okay. So 3:30 Sunday, right?
Yep. All right. So,
okay.
What else? Does anyone, Laura, do you have anything to add for the checklist? I'm sorry.
No, you're good. I was just going to say that, the nice thing about it is right now it's shared on the drive. So while we're working on it or whatever, and I'm going to do a couple changes tomorrow. Looking at it, I'll show you, Tammy. And then what's nice is that then we can share it with whomever, and then as long as you guys copy it and make your own new document, you can make whatever changes you want, like shade in the things when you're done, or you can print them out or adapt it to you. And that way, that's like your own little template that you have.
Laura's the brain. Yes, Laura's the brain behind this. Thank you. for putting.
Well, I was and I can't take full credit because Danny, whoever it was on the Voxer, she was talking about it because I was really craving, like, there's so much to do, and I feel like I need some structure, and I need some accountability, some self-accountability, something I can check off and say, okay, cool, I went down my list, I did this and this and this.
Right.
So it helped me do that. So yeah.
Good.
Okay.
So I just wanted to share really quick too, unless anyone else has a question or anything to add. Okay. I just wanted to share really quick too, as far as the 3,500 this month to become a district manager. And if you're at 0 right now, that's still possible. It's okay. Like everything is possible. It's so crazy. I've seen so many wild things happen in this business. So, you know, I would say if you're someone, I mean, obviously you're committed, you're on a Zoom on Monday night, you know, and so that tells me that you are committed. But I'm just going to challenge all of us, and I'm talking to myself too, make Arbonne a priority, because when we make Arbonne a priority in our life, then everything that we want will become our priority. Does that make sense? So if we can just focus on Arbonne, and I'm just thinking, let's focus and do this checklist and really focus on our goals from January to May. And then let's assess again in May. We have GTC in May. So that's where my mind is I just want to like go hard until May. And then, you know, and then the world is going to open up. Like if we can just focus. Yeah, go ahead, Laura.
Okay, so yeah, speaking of that, so what Danny was saying is she would just reserve 1 hour a day and do this checklist every day. And I thought, shit, 1 hour a day, I can do that, right?
Yeah,
it doesn't have, and sometimes she would do like a half hour in the morning, half hour in the evening, or she would do in 15-minute increments or whatever worked for her that day. At that time, she was in the hospital with her kid trying to build this business. And I thought, because I was just overwhelmed with everything that we can be doing. And I'm like, oh my God, how do I choose what to do, which day, you know? So I thought, okay, 1 hour every day, maybe half hour in the morning, half hour in the afternoon, or 1 hour block in the morning, whenever, I can do this. And I got my little checklist. So yeah, an hour a day.
Yes. So Laura's talking about an MVP, someone at the top of the company in Arbonne who built her business exclusively online because she had a little daughter who realized she was born premature or something. But anyway, had to be in the hospital like literally for almost 2 years straight, like back and forth to the hospital. And so she built her business from that hospital room, reaching out to people on social media, doing Facebook events, you know, weekly, and just asking other people to invite their people into her Facebook events. And that's how she grew her network. And yeah, she won all these awards for all this sponsoring. And she basically never left her house, never left, you know, the hospital.
Yeah.
She built her business. So it's sort of like, okay, we can make this work for us. We just have to be intentional and make it a priority. And we need to find a new normal and increase our pace, right? To grow to the next level. And so for me, that's what this checklist is. It's just to get my pace up, you know? So 3,500 to become a district manager in January, which is so possible, even if you're at 0. I want you to think of it this way. Arbonne is direct sales plus network marketing. What I mean by that is preferred clients are direct sale, okay? Because there's nothing past that one sale, okay? Network marketing is sponsoring consultants. That's where we're like franchising ourselves. That's where our business can multiply and be, you know, exponential, is when we're sponsoring consultants who also have the ability to sponsor other people. Okay, so direct sales is just sales, and that's PCs. We want to do a combination of both. And so as you're promoting to district and as you're getting your head around 3,500, I want you to think not only of getting a bunch of PCs, I want you to think about finding some business partners. And it could be 10 PCs and 2 consultants. That's perfect. That's a great ratio, actually, you know. And then maybe those PCs, as they come to love Arbonne too, can upgrade to consultant. The consultant is really where the magic is. That's where the exponential multiplication happens. There's no one at the top of Arbonne who got there by solely sponsoring the first client. So I just want you to get that in your head. Like, it's a combination of both. We don't have to like advertise and work real hard to get PCs. That's going to happen by default. What we do have to do is really be intentional about finding other people who have similar values that would want to partner with us, you know, who want more freedom and choices in their life too. So, you know, make it, instead of 3,500, make it a sponsoring goal. You know, make your goal to find 10 people who want to be part of the 30 days to healthy living in February. And maybe, you know, a host, and then those hosts could be your consultants. You know, those are the best people to become consultants. They're going to talk to their friends. So,
hey, Tammy.
Yeah.
Can you just, so when Annette and I kind of got together, you know, and I was telling her, I'm like, you know, you could make a business out of this if you want. And she's like, how would you do that? You know, so not like putting you on the spot, Annette, sorry. But like, how can you kind of just, you know, give her a brief of this could be a business, and like you did, you know what I mean? Like, hey, you sponsored a bunch of people and you were a nurse and now you don't have to work anymore. You know, I mean, can you just briefly kind of throw that out there?
Yeah. So let me, I like stories. I think in stories. So for example, in 2013 is when I decided to do this as a business. I had been a product user for a long time and kind of dabbled with business, but in March of 2013, I decided. So then April, I had booked like 10 group events or something. Only 5 held. The other 5 fell apart. But the 5 that held, I was like, all right, I'm in business. It's kind of fun because all of a sudden I had people. It was like, yee. And we actually went into qualification for area in, I don't know when, maybe July of 2013. So we did over 10,000 by July. But then that didn't last because people ended up, you know, not wanting, like they were excited for a month and then they dropped off. And sometimes that happens. They still use the product, so it's all good. So I just kept sharing and finding more people to love Arbonne. And then the next year in 2014, I became an area manager. So 2013, my 1099 for the year for 2013 from Arbonne was like $6,600. So not super exciting, but it's an extra $6,600 that you didn't have, right? And so I was doing my Tuesdays with Tammy and working as a nurse alongside of that, and people at the coffee shop or whatever for lunch and asking other people to host, all of it. I was doing all of it. Well, then the next year in 2014, we promoted to area manager. So I had like 4 other district managers on my team by then. I was super excited. Then my paychecks went up to like $2,200, $2,800 a month. And I finished in 2014 with, I think my 1099 was an extra $18,000 that year. I haven't done any more work, but it went from $6,000 to $18,000. Okay. I did the same amount of work. So the next year, 2015, so 24 months later, I did my first party in April of 13. By April 1st of 2015, we promoted to region. And that's the level where your paycheck goes from $5,000 to $10,000 a month. And you also get, you know, an $800 car allowance to go towards a Mercedes of your choice. It just has to be white, all of that. So I got a Mercedes. It's like crazy. And so that year in 2015, again, this is the same amount of work. I'm just adding more team. So I'm basically franchising myself out. So other people are doing stuff too. In 2015, my 1099 was $48,000 for that year. So that's why I like the story of that, because people can, you know, most people give up when it's like 6,600. Are you kidding? That's it. Hang in there, because if you just stay consistent, it's multiplying. It is crazy how this business works. It's so worth it. All of a sudden you're like, oh, I'm not worth that much. You know, I don't feel like I worked that hard, and these checks keep coming in, and I'm driving a Mercedes, and this is wild, you know? So I like to just share that. Like it does not happen overnight because you need to talk to lots of people and you need to connect with people that, you know, have similar values as you, but it's so worth it, you know, just to keep in the game. It's so funny because the people that you think are going to join you don't.
Mm-hmm.
That you would never have guessed will join.
Mm-hmm.
None of it. So just expect to be surprised, but stay consistent and just hold Rochelle's hand, hold Lynn's hand, hold my hand. We're all here. We're all in this together. You're in business for yourself, but never by yourself. So I hope encouraging to you. It's just, you know, it's just a matter of starting. And that's the thing. We're all wobbly when we start. My first presentations, and there's people on our team who know, oh, it's mortifying. But my first, I mean, I was, they started and finished on the same calendar day. They were like forever long. I don't even know how people sat through those. But anyway, I did have a couple people fall asleep. So, you know, we're all not that great when we start. So just allow for that. And it's okay. I mean, people just want to know that you're human and that you drop stuff and forget stuff and whatever. That's so much more real than being perfect, you know? Yeah, I don't think I've ever done a perfect presentation, but I sure have a heart for people. And I know that's what comes through, you know?
Right. Right.
So
Right.
just
Well,
plug in, and we're going to help you.
Yeah. Cause I mean, I feel like, you know, I signed her up and then I was like, okay, I got to go. You know what I mean? And I don't want to abandon her. So I want her to feel comfortable with asking people questions. And if I can't be there and, you know, so
use our Arbonne Dream Team to ask lots of questions. Go into borntowinnation.com and fill out that, both of you, fill out your getting started guide. Because that's going to have you, you know, start thinking of people to talk to as well. And we can go through that list and start inviting people to some events. And I don't mind. We could do something on Friday and Sunday, Rochelle. We'll talk. I'll message you.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that sounds good.
Okay.
Yeah, are we good?
Love you. And yeah, just make your goal sponsoring and the numbers will follow. Because sponsoring, if you think about it, when you sponsor someone, that's also next month's business. There's people that I sponsored from April of 2013 when I first started this that are still ordering. Okay, so think about it. When you sponsor someone, that's next month and the next month and the next month. Like it all starts to build on itself. So that's where the longevity is. So, so yeah, think about sponsoring over just selling. Does that make sense?
So they're feeling good and they're in it. So
and then they'll reorder. Yeah. If they feel good, they're going to want some more.
Right.
So my question is about Facebook.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious, how do you time manage when you're utilizing Facebook? Because I find that I waste time whenever I get on Facebook. It drives me crazy.
I'm sure I do too. I think that's what's helpful with this checklist is just knowing like, oh, get back to what you started this for, you know, go through, find your 2 people, message these people.
Okay.
I have my to-do list. So it helps.
And then if you do a post and you have people responding to it, do you have a specific way that you are being notified that you prefer that is most effective for you rather than trying to everything? I mean, it's just, for me, it's
right.
too much.
From what I have learned from all these social media trainings is it's best to take it off social media and just say, hey, you know, I saw you comment on my post. It's so good to hear from you. I would love to share more if you're interested. What's your phone number?
Okay, good.
And then it's personal. And then it's not like, oh, I don't book that often, or oh, I didn't see it. You know?
Right.
You're sending them a text.
Thank you.
Or email. Some people are weird about text, so either phone numbers, you can get their email, whatever. But
okay. All right. I have other questions, but I'll give you a call or something.
Okay. No, I love questions. They're good. And post them in Arbonne Dream Team because if you're thinking of it, other people do too. So then
Okay. All right. Thanks,
Yeah.
Tammy.
we'll get a conversation.
Thank you.
about it.
Annette, you got questions? Oh, can't hear you.
Oh, wait, here, we can unmute you. Hold on.
Wait,
Unmute. There you go. There you go.
Go ahead.
I don't have any questions. I'm all set.
Oh,
Good
okay.
girl.
I'm so
See,
happy to meet you.
we'll talk.
I'm so excited to see you in person.
Thank you. Nice meeting you too.
So welcome to the team. Yay.
Bye.
Annette, I'll call you. All
All
right, bye,
right. Good night, everybody.
Tammy.
Love you. Thanks for hopping on.
Love you too. I'll talk to you. Well, yeah, we'll talk.
Okay. Let's.
Okay.
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 Good night.
See you. Bye.